Hi, welcome back. So we have kind of completed the select from where and the operator precedence where we are using and then or, all of these things. So now let's move forward to learn some more aspects and go deeper to the advanced level of SQLs slowly. So just to have a recap, so what we have learned is these three, right? So we'll kind of move from here to the next part, that is we'll use some operators. So the operators, let us use the first operator, that is in or not in operator. So by the name itself, it's in means something is there inside it, right? So again we'll go with the select as default, select. So if you want to select something specific, name the column, select from employees, okay, the table name where we had this first name equals to, maybe we'll try with something Kathy, okay. So we would normally do it this way, like or, then we'll say, again we would say first name, right? We have to write a lot, equals to the one that we have used here as G or G, G, okay. So this is how we normally do it. So there is a workaround for this, control enter. So what we have got is, we see we got both Georgie and Kathy. This was a condition. So to replace this long kind of writing style in SQL, we have this in and not in kind of an operator, which becomes much more simple. So let's do a select and then again start from employees, where again first name, just have to write it only once, right? Then mention the in operator and then within parentheses or brackets we have to mention the names in comma separated. It can be one, it can be more. So this is one, Kathy, and then you go on and say GEO, Georgie. So this is how it goes, right? Put two quotes over here. Yeah, now it's done. Now if you say control enter, if you run this, see you have got the same output, 474 rows earlier, now also you have the 474 rows, so it is the same. So this is in. Now if you want to learn not in is the opposite of what in is. So for example, we have got Georgie and Kathy. When we have used in, I'll use not in and then do a control enter. See, so you have got all the other employees who are not having first name Kathy and Georgie. So this is the only difference between in and not in. So you can use this liberally wherever it's required, right? Now another operator, that is like, and then we'll go for not like. So these are the two operators now we'll use. So then we'll discuss about the difference of what like and not like is from the in and not in. So you can also understand it directly when we use it. So let's do it, select star from the table employees, where again we can use other columns as well, first name like, okay. You can say we use Georgie, right? So I would say maybe percentage and then ORGI, oats bracket. Let me do a control enter. What did we get? See, we got anything can be in the beginning. I've just given a percentage, that's a symbol that I've used. So it says it can start with anything, but it has to end with orgi. So if you see orgi, there's only one name, Georgie, which ends with orgi. You can just try with say only gi, and let's control enter now. Now you see there is Luigi and Georgie and Sergey and maybe many others. So you have got the difference, right? If you use percentage at the beginning and at end you use 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, whatever, so it will match, saying that yeah, in the beginning it can be anything, in the end it should be gi. Same applies at this end. So now if I control enter, you get all the name that starts with gi, but it can have any number of alphabets or any kind of a pattern post gi. So this is one possibility, right? Now if you want something specific, say for example gil, right? You can see one name over here, that is gil. So I want only one alphabet post this. So let's control enter. Now you see you have gil and gio. So you get only one. The same is possible in vice versa also, here also. So if you put an underscore here and do it this way, now there's no name as such, right? Maybe I'll try with say and then n like this. Let's do control enter. Yeah, so now see in between there's I, and post that there are 2 letters, and the first letter can be anything. Now there is a name, right? So that's possible. So there should be something. If there is nothing, then it will not return anything. So that's the only case. So you can use mix and match of any of these combinations, right? You can use percentages at both end, like it's the same. It can be percentage here and it can be a percentage over here. If you want to fix, it can be anything in the beginning, anything in the last. It should have one I at least in the first name. So that's also possible. So like we have used, now the opposite of this is not like. So it should not have I. So 1,51,000 rows it returned for names which contain at least one alphabet I. Now if I do a control enter with not like, so you see 1,48,000 out of the remaining ones which doesn't have any I in their first name. So you cannot see any I in their first name. So it's also possible. So this is like and this is not like. So one thing that we can understand from this is these are all used for either more like a var character. So it's character kind of a thing, string or character kind of a thing, where we use this like and not like. In and not in is also similar, but this kind of a pattern matching or this kind of something identifies something based on this kind of unique pattern is possible only in using this like and not like, and not using the in and not in kind of an operator.